Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. We've gone the full cycle without a win, but we're working on it. I mean, like, passively, I'm doing it and hoping that I get better. I don't have, like, a learning plan that's structured that would actually constitute, you know, real awareness of trying to improve. But I'm hoping that ambiently, just by placing myself and the cards in the same room for long enough, eventually... Well, hopefully, I'd rather they rub off on me than the other way around. Let's put it that way. Now, upgrade a card. Say you love me again. Tony Braxton. Look it up. It's called Music, Sweetheart. It's neutralize. Is okay. Random common. Well, let's be honest. We're probably going to go random common relic. But I have found a little enjoyment in 2 random colorless cards. Let's give it a shot. Double blind? Dude, what is this? A psychological experiment meant to reveal something about the human condition? There's a joke for all the collegiate viewers out there. Okay. Well, 8 damage on the field is exactly where we want to be. Was that worth 7 maximum HP? To be honest with you, it's hard to say. I don't know. I've never really come to a conclusion about how important maximum HP actually is. I think we love escape plan here no matter what. Distraction. I mean, I like cards like this. I like this. I like, what's the ironclad card that's like when you dagger or something? When you play it, you get a random attack. I like them because sometimes, you know, for 1 energy, you get an incredible card. Sometimes, for 1 energy, you get a card that should cost 0, but that's not that bad compared to paying 1 energy and getting... I mean, like, we pay 1 energy here and we get a free bullet time or something like that. That's a good, like, best case scenario, but... I think Dagger Spray is really useful, of course, especially against, like, gremlins on this floor and, you know, the birds later on. I'd like to take one, but Escape Plan is probably just, you know, nuts and bolts the best card available in the set for that one. We definitely, you know what the strength of this deck is right now? And you might think I'm being facetious, but having 3 cards out of 15 that apply weakness is really nice, especially for chunking down enemies that have a lot of artifact protection. Well, we'll do it like this. So I actually feel like that's pretty great so far. Now, we do want to upgrade both, or, I mean, at least 1... of the blinds. But I'm happy that at least we got 2 things that cost 0. Let me think about this one for a minute. I mean, prepared I think is great once we upgrade it and is okay before we have it upgraded. Backstab, it does give you some much needed offensive punch, but I've kind of soured on this card, especially now that the 4th floor, you know, is a little bit more defensively focused. I love Cloak and Dagger. Am I willing to take it? I think I am. Remove, transform, upgrade. Probably start with an upgrade. And, I mean, Cloak and Dagger does give us a shiv, but I think apply 2 weak to all enemies is a little bit more valuable. Question card or Sapphire Key? I'm gonna go Sapphire Key. It's not that I think question card is bad. It's quite... rather that I just don't understand it. So, I'd rather be able to take some treasure that we understand a little bit later. We had a really bad first turn, by the way, but at least we applied weakness forever. So we're probably going to have a chance to kill you next turn. And indeed, we are going to get there. So far, this is going okay. Deflect, Sucker Punch, Dodge and Roll. Well... I might consider Sucker Punch, except we definitely do not need more weakness, so it's kind of just a... It's a strike with a little added upside. I'd probably take nothing here for now, just to keep us flexible. And I'd rather hit a question mark. And do it once. And do it twice. Okay, fair enough. Dude, Shuriken is unbelievably good. We will obtain the Ruby Key. No other options there. The Flaming Elite here is going to be tough unless we absolutely crush this Elite. And you know what? I actually think there's a realistic chance we could, just based on the fact that he's going to stay weak for a long time. So I'm actually going to start attacking early to try to get Shuriken to pop as quickly as possible. I don't know if this is gonna work forever. Normally when you have like a defensive-minded deck against this guy, things are gonna be a little tougher. I'm willing to let him hit me for 13 instead of for 8, just to give us the extra strength upgrade. I think we gotta get in there pretty quickly here. This is not the turn we were looking for, but so be it. Okay. Neutralize blind. I mean, most of the time we're just playing our hand. I'm actually worried. He's starting to get a little bit of a leg up on us. Taking no damage there, but we really want to hit him hard this turn. Okay, thankfully that is going to be plausible. We get 1 strength up, which compensates for the strength down. Another 10 damage. Just draw attacks, please. Painful. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking we'll do this and this. Play that. Take 3 more damage. I'd rather not if we could. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Bag of marbles. Calculated gamble. Dagger throw. Eviscerate. I think we're gonna skip. I'm a little scared though. So we get free treasure here. Smiling Mask. I actually think that's okay. I would love to heal. Keep in mind with Shuriken we're actually in a wonderful position. So if we can get as many shivs as possible, life is but a dream. Is Infinite Blades worth playing in that case? I think it probably is. So we'll grab it. Do we have a shop coming up again? Possibly, but probably not. So I'm going to cut at this point. I'm still probably going to cut a basic strike. I think we need the defense to stay alive. Sadly, I think we cannot afford to try that. I do love Caltrops. We have no choice there, though. And now you have to choose. And honestly, I don't think we should fight the elite. I think it's not the right time. In fact, I think it would probably kill us and ruin a run that could be good. So instead, on the next floor, I think this is genuinely the first time we've ever done this. But we are going to end up fighting... I just want to draw. I was hoping for, like, real blind, but we're going to end up fighting a 2nd or 3rd floor Flaming Elite, which we've never done before. So this is going to take you to 7. We can kill you relatively easily. We will take damage in the process. But we got strength out of it. No, we're not taking damage because we played, that's right, the Cloak and Dagger earlier. That's more along the lines of what we're looking for. You have 21. I could kill you, but I would take damage in the process. So instead of doing that, let's do this. Now, are we going to rest before the boss fight? I don't know. I think we probably should. Riddle with Holes is extremely great when you consider that we're going to be gaining more strength. So we will take that. I know... Okay, I'm not going to... I'm not going to rest, because I know that he gets stronger based on our strength. But I fear that his damage is still going to be a problem for me. We'll see. He's only doing 12 damage, never mind. I was a fool to question this to begin with. Good morning. 3 times. I cleaned up one of them, but this guy is having a sick morning. Easy plays. We take no damage, we get 1 strength up. We have a very simple methodology. Shuriken, I actually think Shuriken, I wouldn't say it necessarily gives us the win. And I think the way we'd rather play it is like this. But anytime we get a chance, our methodology for every single turn is very simple. If we can get to 3 attacks, play 3 attacks. Unless, the only, like, if thrown in there Yeah, we're good. Is, if we can play Riddle with Holes, we might rather play that, because it gets stronger faster. So I'm not necessarily planning on building a Shiv deck, because keep in mind, the 4th boss, he's a real pain in the butt. You're doing 10 damage. I mean, to be honest, I'd still rather take no damage, just because we got things like tilted in our favor, without a doubt. Mostly it's the fact that we're able to keep this guy weak forever. He could still kill us with one really bad turn. He's only doing 18 damage. Even that is not... It's not a real problem. It is gonna hit, but... Actually, now I'm scared. It's gonna add, like, 3 upgraded burns to our deck. Alright, just hang tight here. You're still doing okay. Your shivs are doing 9 damage each. We really only need to draw Riddle with Holes. Yeah, and that does 45 damage by itself. Alright, I still think we're set. We want to continue to build maybe into shivs. And After Image is a huge enabler for that. And finally, dude, 3 energy relics right off the bat. I like them all. I will say you could make a case for Cursed Key when you have Smiling Mask. But I'm going to go Sozu. I do like potions. I think they're very relevant. But not as relevant as 1 extra energy, which is going to make it so much easier for us to get to 3 attacks per turn. So I think we like this path right here. 6 damage. Well. I don't think we need strength. I know this seems, it might seem genuinely dumb. Especially with them having vulnerability. But for me, I'm like, as of right now, I don't really see a good reason to deliberately take damage. The only reason I would do it... Hello, Ruka and Tomo. Ruka, just because Tomo threw up, you should not terrorize him. Kate's not mad at Tomo for vomiting. She's mad at Tomo... Well, she's mad at the vomit, I should say. Not mad at Tomo at all. The only reason what I was going to say is that I would have played those cards is to try to get you killed faster, thinking that I would take damage in the process. Am I going to take damage in the process? Theoretically, I suppose it's possible, but I'm going to suggest that it's probably unlikely. There you go. Good fight. Entropic Brew. Can't take it. Great potion, though. Nobody's denying that. Now, we would like to get a deck that has... Oh, hello, Tomo. We would like to get a deck that has, well, I mean, draw is something we're missing, but I kind of... I wouldn't say I undervalue Quick Slash. It's kind of just like the inverse of, Shrug It Off. Instead of giving us 8 block, it gives us 8 attack. 8 block is probably more valuable, but... I'm really looking for cards that do damage multiple times, so I think out of these, we still want nothing. Now, you are a pain in the butt. But being able to weaken you is going to be super great. So far, so good. Probably our next upgrade is going to be to make After Image innate. And we're going to be looking, obviously... I mean, it's not really a Shiv deck. Yeah, that was perfect. It's not really a Shiv deck yet, but we still would probably like to see something like Accuracy. I don't know, maybe 1 Shiv per turn does make this a Shiv deck. We're, like, I was gonna say milking this guy. That is not the right verbiage. I think. We're killing him real quick, though. And, you know, this is a really good run for me to realize the value of weakness, because it is just absolutely destroying. So, out of these, Finisher, if we're rolling a Shiv deck, does have a lot of value associated with, especially with Strength. So I love Backflip, but I would probably consider Finisher a worthwhile card here. Now, I have to question myself a little bit here. Does Caltrops actually matter that much in a deck like this? I mean, it's still really good against the final boss. we are putting up some block, but it's not really a unified sort of thing that we're building towards, you know? Like, it's not a shiv, it's not an attack. So for now, I love the idea of a cloak and dagger. And I kind of want to remove another basic strike. We can still afford caltrops. I'm going to take it as a sign that that is worthwhile, even though I don't believe in that methodology. Alright, this is very, very interesting indeed. 18 damage, huh? I think we play it slow turn 1, unfortunately. We take no damage. I really... Oh my word. Now this is a turn. Ideally. We don't need to play any more of those. Ideally, I would love to not have to be a coward this time. Is that plausible? I absolutely think it could be. So, I guess at this point we're just going to play our hand, huh? Keep in mind, when we go up against the next level of this boss, we're not going to have, we're not going to have a power potion. And again, dude, I love when you can just look at this and be like, oh, what do we play? Every card in our hand. Just make sure you play Survivor last. Like, this was not even close to being a difficult fight, apparently. We didn't even have to play Riddle with Holes there. I think we should go for it. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we do have a rest after this. Hopefully we won't have combat as well. I love the double blind. We really want to attack turn 1, obviously. Got our strength up. Keep in mind, it's hard to play skills. We can still play powers, but we can't really play skills without buffing both of them for now. So after image is huge. We'll weaken you. Which, okay, right, made him stronger. We will play Cloak and Dagger just because it's going to enable us to get that strength upgrade ourselves. And then you decide, you know, is it worth playing Defend? And for now, I'm going to say no. We know we're going to get hit on this fight. It's just a matter of... is the juice worth the squeeze, you know? I'm still gonna try it. Okay, that means extra strength. He wasn't gonna die with the vulnerability potion anyway. I think I'm willing to take 22 damage, but I do hate it. But the idea is that we get 2 relics for doing it, right? So now... you're an interesting case. Certainly I want to hit you for 30. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I guess I've decided we're playing defense, okay? I know he's 12 strength up. That's a bit of an issue. We definitely should have popped this way earlier, but... we're gonna live. Please, God, don't give me combat after this. Dead Branch, sure, that's gonna fill our deck with some garbage, but could be interesting, so let's do it. Toxic Egg upgrades every card in advance. I love it. It's not combat. I will lose 111 gold for a relic, even though we have a shop coming up. Oh. Merchant stuff's a little cheaper. Now... I'm going to level with you. Kind of in the same boat we were in on the last floor. Don't really love the idea of fighting this flaming elite right now. With 26 HP. I'm gonna swerve, but I don't like the idea of fighting any enemy right now. Wow, we didn't draw any weakness? Come on. Well... that worked out incredibly well immediately. So I'm very, very, very worried about our upcoming situation here. Why not play Tools of the Trade at this point? We got extra strength out of it anyway. Like, I don't necessarily think Dead Branch was actually good. I think it's kind of just a meme. Now, you know your millennial boy, he loves the memes. I still think I would rather Finisher here. But I worry about his long-term chances of success. We don't need Envenom. We should have this guy pretty, like, locked. He's doing 15 damage. Put this 6. This won't kill you. So I'm, you know, we're gonna play it pretty cool. There's no reason for me to take damage at all, especially with Caltrops doing its business here, but I don't know. I don't know if you would consider this a run where I've done things right or done things wrong. But I'm very wary about having to fight an elite on the next floor that has bonus powers. But maybe we'll just be awesome by the time we get to that point. That's the dream, I suppose. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Now, we took no damage there, but we got to keep that up. So far, it's actually not really been that bad. We want to play 3 attacks. We cannot. So what we'll do instead is play this and then 1 pretty great attack. And you're going to buff strength? What do you buff? Yeah, +2 strength. So right now it's, and this is pretty bad, honestly. It's all about ensuring that we don't hit a dead hand. We didn't hit a dead hand, but we are going to take 6 damage. There's just nothing we could have done. This is like, okay, now we're cooking. I'm just trying to think of, do we even want to? There's no reason to actually play anything. Can we exhaust something? No, we cannot. All right. All we need to do is survive long enough to be able to rest. But even then, I'm sort of concerned about the possibility of it happening. Right, we can't draw, so we have to discard. I mean, we might as well discard this. This is... I'm on the fence, dude, because it would be such a terrible run to lose. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth much. Never mind, it ruled. It'd be such a terrible run to lose. Oh, dude. I think we need a backflip, especially pre-upgraded, but a dagger spray is really tempting as well. And yet, I don't know about you, but I kind of look at it. I'm looking at the, well, the attributes of the run right now. I think we'd rather have infinite blades for sure. That's pretty surprising. Still want infinite blades. And I'm going, well, we keep losing this HP being a little bit reckless. We were reckless on the first floor. Did it burn us? I would say quite the opposite. I think it worked out real nicely. 6 damage. So all we need to do is play Survivor, which is pretty easy because it costs 0. We could have a bad turn with Sneko Eye here, though. You never know, right? So I think we want After Image, Shiv for sure. Certainly, a defend for 0 is a big one. And then if we defend for 1... it's either that or you go for the Cloak and Dagger. We're 2 strength up, so the Shivs will do like 7 each. I think we'd rather defend and then Predator. We take the slightest bit of damage, but we're staying strong here. And next floor, we can't even really... Nah, I think we're okay. Next floor, we can't even really play it coy. I think we want to do Infinite Blades, defend, Caltrops. I don't love it. At least it put 6 damage out there, but... Now this turn, we gotta start buffing. I almost want this just for draw. We really want to play... Oh, it doesn't actually matter what we're playing. We're only playing the strike. It's the only meaningful card. Like, we've just flown a little bit too close to the sun, I guess, would be the best way for me to describe this. This is the scary part. Obviously, we're going to hit you. We get cards back in hand, which is beautiful. We need to be able to get to a level of block where we're quite simply taking no damage. So we will play a defend without a doubt. And then after this, we need 2 attacks. So there you go. We're trying to burn off this weakness as well, but it lasts forever. Now, this guy's filling my hand. Which, again, don't take it out of context. Riddle with holes here is 20 damage. Kind of like this, and this, and he's dead. Okay, never mind. We've been a little tight the whole time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So this is a definite rest, and we're gonna have to get that. I'll take it again, absolutely. We're gonna have to get that Flaming Elite on the next floor, and it's got me spooked. That's the only problem I have right now, I guess. If I could afford Purity, I actually kind of like the idea of that, but out of all these, I almost look at like a calculated gamble, which is basically 1 block, or alternatively, and actually I do like this. What if we cut a basic defend at this point, because we have all these backflips and stuff that are better. We can add a card if we like. Dagger Spray, again, it has a certain temptation. Oh, huge. Okay, we'll just take the extra strength instead of what we were going to do before, which is playing backflip. I do worry, again, that Dead Branch is also going to lead to us having, put a bunch of garbage into our decks. But what else can you do, right? So, we have nothing to do here, by the way. We will take damage. I'm just going to exhaust this because I don't want to see it anymore. Not that it's bad, I just don't think it's befitting of a run of this caliber. What we would really, really, really like to see the most is Kunai. Start making you weak. Without a single down. It doesn't matter because we're discarding. Because we're going to play die, die, die after this for the strength and also the damage. But, and it exhausts and we get backstab. Oh. That was unlikely. So yeah, in that situation, Dead Branch did some wonderful stuff, but not always, I think, can we bank on it. Anyway, Kunai. High on the list of cards that would be, or relics that would be advantageous for us without a doubt. Now, we're just going to try to basically hit this guy. Oh, we need it for sure. As often and as easily as possible. He's doing 38 damage. It's a lot. Our shivs are doing 13 damage each, though. No cards in your draw pile. In theory, we could actually get there. So we'll start with draw 2. We needed one of them to be draw, which it wasn't. So don't worry about it too much. So shiv. Do we want a calculated gamble? I don't know. Finisher is, like, extremely great right now. We have enough block. Yeah, let's get this out there. And then we're not drawing anything that costs 0, so let's not play these. I think we're going to be fine. I mean, we should be fine. This deck is actually, especially with the relics we've got, mostly, like, it should probably be pretty obvious, but it's free energy there. It should probably be pretty obvious, but, like, Shuriken early is just disgustingly good. I'm I'm going to exhaust it. I don't want to see that card again. We got this guy. We potentially have just the slightest of slight problems, which is having to fight that elite on the next floor. I don't know. I'm not trying to sandbag and make it seem harder than it actually is. Do we need a bullet time? I mean, we have energy. We seem to play almost our whole hand every time. Are we ever mad to play bullet time? Sometimes, because we can't draw, I guess. I actually don't dislike a die, but I don't know how mission critical it is right now. I'm going to take bullet time. I don't think we'll need it necessarily, but there might come a time. Out of these, dude, give me Black Star. We have to fight at least one elite on this floor. We don't have too combo focused of a deck. Sometimes we get there, so I do worry about that, but not too much. So, very simple path here. Now, most important thing, and it's extremely important. You don't have to fight every enemy that shows up. I could do 21 damage and something else, or I could do 30 damage. I would actually rather do 21 damage. Do I really want him to hit me for 1? You know what? I'm actually unwilling. We should have done that differently, but I didn't realize because I hadn't... doesn't really matter what we play here, but because I hadn't played... oh, yes it does. Yeah, that turned out way better than expected. Because I hadn't played After Image by that point, because it was turn 1, I still had to worry about the damage that he was doing me. We got there, though. Good fight. We're well equipped to tackle whatever comes our way. It's just a question, really, of... even these, like... I don't think we need another Infinite Blades. I don't know if it does enough to help us, I guess. But I think we're well equipped for whatever comes our way on this run. I just want to make sure I'm also, you know, being astute. This is huge. Now, we got the extra strength. We also get the Shiv's next turn. Beautiful. We just need to be astute about what happens. If I only fight one elite on this floor, I'll be a happy man. That sounds totally fine to me. So, we will play backflip first. We wanted to see if we got more draw. We didn't. So now, bullet time. Caltrops. Blind is an enormous value. And we may still take a little damage. We're going to take 3, I think. It's not so terrible, considering that's the bad turn. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we would like this guy to perish. Do we want to play Choke? We could play Choke and Finisher. Yeah, let's do it. So we'll put the Choke on you into an Endless Agony. Shiv. Neutralize. Finisher on you. I think we made it. Wow, that was easy. I will probably... I don't see the negative in an upgraded escape. Hold on, temporarily I've forgotten the name. Escape plan, that's it. 2 madness, lose 8 HP, become cursed, heal 16, or lose 3 max HP. Is there like a none? Is there a none option? I really don't want to heal for 3. I don't want to lose 3 max HP. I'm not going to get a chance to... honestly, lose 3 max HP. I think that if you search your heart, I think you will find that that is the right option for us. Absolutely. This is slightly scary, but also really awesome. Fighting a boss from Act 1. Yo, we even got well-laid plans out of it. Oh. This is terrible news for you, friend. 2 strength up. Accidentally got 21 block. Now we get to put the weakness out there. Oh, he thought he had a real attack. That's an embarrassment. Caltrops is going to crush him. Oh, dude. This is a dream come true. Look at that. Dude, keep a strike. I mean, we might kill him next turn, honestly. It's a bit of a pipe dream, but not by much. Probably should have played the accuracy, so we'll store that. So we're going to get another rare relic here. Like, for real, this is the strongest run I think I've had in a while. Oh, that's the good stuff. Okay. I just want to get the strength first before... I mean, obviously we're going to play finisher. Oh, we're not going to play it last because he's going to die. And whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Oh, Blur, I don't even need to ask. That's exactly what we need. I was going to mention it earlier, but I got sidetracked. Hold on. We always want to draw before we play bullet time. After image doesn't matter too much here. We'll play it second. Okay. Sadly, we're only going to get 3 attacks, but it's still decent. And not Anchor. What's the one? I haven't had it in forever. What's the one that means you only lose 15 block on your next turn? Or lose 10 instead of all of the block? That would also... It's like a passive blur to some extent. It would be very nice and helpful for me as well. 2 energy remaining. We are still taking a little bit of damage. So I guess we'll do this. And then probably 8 damage, or I think I'd rather have the poison, but not by much. This is a big one. We know we're going to play Blur, so just get it out there immediately, I think. Certainly we'd rather Quick Slash. Escape plan's great. It's more block for future turns, so you're doing 26 damage. We actually probably would like to play a defend, as much as it seems a little weak. We only roll over 3 block. But we're still being very, very, very safe. I think we just want to Blur, defend, dash. We almost take damage yet again. We're like exactly balanced for this fight. We need to draw. Dude, I love playing free cards. Acrobatics does have a temptation, but I'm being real stingy about what we add to this deck because it looks great right now. So we'll start with draw. I'm going to play After Image. It's so tempting to play Infinite Blades, but I mean, just by playing Riddle with Holes, we take no damage, so that's a pretty big help. So, blind. Just keep him in a spotty position. He's going to hit us for 7. I'm a little embarrassed. That's why an Infinite Blades would have helped out an awful lot there. We're drawing... I mean, to be honest with you, kind of some hot garbage. It's a much better turn for us, starting to get some shivs out there. I didn't realize how valuable that the Infinite Blades has been for us. Because it turns out I underestimated it, embarrassingly enough, but Dead Branch is pretty solid. Next turn we got double damage, so we'll take another 4 damage here. That's not that bad. And we'll probably... I was going to say Riddle with Holes just makes this easy. Yeah, so we've learned. I would play Infinite Blades over After Image. Probably without a doubt. 48 HP is still doable. I think we're cool. I don't think we need to add anything. Just to be on the safe side, I know it seems like we don't have to. I'm going to rest. And I'll definitely add a Blade Dance. That's a strength upgrade by itself. And Letter Opener, it seems like an item that's going to get a lot of play. Alright, definitely have never fought the special version of these guys. So we're going to draw. And we're going to draw. And then we will, I mean, we can bullet time at this point for sure. Infinite Blades. Who do we want to make weak? The one most likely to live. Realistically. None of them will live. But still. Good first turn. This is where things get dangerous. Yeah, the 30 damage output is a little bit more sobering. So... I actually don't know if I want to play After Image. Definitely want to kill you. So I'm thinking we, like, literally do that. And there's 39 damage coming out. Certainly we're going to attack somebody. I think you do it like this. It's very scary, though. This is more along the lines of the turn we've wanted our entire lives. Do we have an 8 damage? We do have an 8 damage attack. Beautiful. Okay. So we can make something cost 0 and draw it next turn. It won't be finisher, which is just disgustingly good already. Ah, but it'll cost us 1. So obviously we're just going to play this. Good. Even still, you're still kind of a nightmare, but... Alright, that's good stuff. Also, that's very good stuff. We have not discarded a card this turn, but we will. 22 damage. Sneaky Strike will give us the refund. Gain that. Get out of here. 1 second. Cats are going nuts. Hello? Hello? Boys are insane. I feel you got Tomo's saliva all over your chest. There you go. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. 18 damage. It says discarded from your hand, so it may work. Wait a minute, we never played an After Image. I don't know, dude. I think we try it. Oh my god, it did not work. We're about to get hit again, but we don't have any other options. We could have played Caltrops and done 6 extra damage. Oh my god. My son, he meow, and he meow, and he meow. Oh my god. What's the problem, buddy? I'm gonna get After Image Strike, and hopefully we got him next turn. This has been a bit of a dangerous fight, of course. He's like, I was about to get him for good. Dad, you don't understand. It's an online game. You can't pause it. I don't care if you spend all night cooking dinner. Art of War, unlikely to be good. Blood Vial is modestly helpful, at least. Cloak and Dagger is not even close. See, the thing is... Oh. Dude, I'm actually willing to do this. Even though we're going to be at 52 max HP. This man. So we're going to take Thread and Needle. We can't take Thread and Needle and Paper Crane, which I think has recently been nerfed. Alright, but buddy... The harder you meow, the more it seems like you're going to terrorize Tomo when you leave. You get it? So, I'm going to let you go. But, I don't know. I was going to say be good. What does he know? Thread and Needle and Paper Crane both seem really good. Thread and Needle is like a game winner, though, so I'm going to start there. And this floor has been a little bit more sobering for us, but... You know, on the bright side, we've traded max HP for the ability to upgrade cards. And genuinely, this doesn't seem like a run where our max HP is intended to matter that much. Like, to me, at least the way I see it, we do want to play one more attack. It is going to hit you. I think that's okay. Now, we didn't play Noxious as a result. Or, sorry, we didn't play Infinite Blades as a result, but maybe that's okay. This one time. Yeah, I don't necessarily think our maximum HP has that much to do with our success on this run. In most situations, you would be 100% correct. Yo. But here, I think we've made the right call. Dagger Spray, again, it is still tempting, as is Quick Slash, to be honest. But I really like our, 26 card deck. I think it's got a good thing going on. Really, straight up, go right for the shivs. We're not playing too many cards against this guy, so we got to be careful about that. After Image has to be played, Infinite Blades has to be played. Now, Escape Plan's free. I'll throw it out there. What do we play out of these? We need block, so we'll start there. He's doing 21 damage. We need to play one more card. And I'm actually going to do this with Dagger Throw. We get to 21 block exactly. We still have 5 cards we can play next turn. We got the 1 strength up. If we got a little bit more aggressive, our next turn would probably be worse as a result. So, here we want to play 5 cards. So I'm thinking you probably want Blur, Blind, Shiv, Riddle with Holes, Finisher. So really everything but Bullet Time. Blur, Blind, Shiv, Riddle with Holes. You preserve this. Riddle with Holes. I'd still rather play Finisher first. Why? Glass Knife gets worse the more you play it. I don't know if that's sensible. So Caltrops, I kind of just want it out of my deck. But let's start sensibly. Draw is important. Cloak and Dagger, sorry, block as well is important, obviously. Because of Blur, we were able to keep things going here. Okay, I'll tell you what. Caltrops. We needed that for extra strength. This is us being vulnerable, so everything's going okay as far as I'm concerned. We got to get the 27 block. We got to get the 18 block. We only have 3 more cards, so it's definitely this and this. That's 18 block. We get to play 1 more card. We might as well play... but he's going to get stronger if we do. But we have to play it. It doesn't really matter too much if you take damage. You got to play it. I would rather extend weakness for 1 turn, even though choke does more damage. So yeah, we're going to take 5 damage. Lose 1 plated armor. That was a little bit of poor planning. This turn, because he's blocking and debuffing, we go for broke. So backflip. I'm going to do Shiv. Cloak and Dagger is just great strength, so we'll start there. I think we're going to concentrate and we're going to dump like Defend, Noxious, Reflex. Let me get another Cloak and Dagger. I think we want to play Glass Knife and 2 Finishers. So there's a theoretical chance we could kill him next turn. We got to do like 105,000 damage, which seems pretty unlikely. So what would you do in this situation? We could try to play 12 cards, which I actually think is good because it'll give us strength. Probably more strength than him. So, how do we do that? Something like this. Bullet time. Hit him. You know Blade Dance is going to crush here. Well-laid plans is meaningful. Slice. Endless Agony. We only get to play 2 more cards. He's going to get rid of all debuffs. So, I mean, personally, I like a Riddle with Holes just to get it out there, I guess. Then it doesn't matter what we play. I would rather not play Wraith Form right away. Because we can retain Wraith Form instead and use that to stave off Utter Oblivion. So we're probably going to beat the Timekeeper. It might seem a little immodest to suggest that early. And actually, we're going to take some damage on turn 1 here. But all we need to do is survive long enough to play Wraith form properly. Now, are we going to do it this turn? We could. Actually, I think it's not a bad idea. So we'll definitely... This turn we want to play 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright, not going to happen. We're on the verge of screwing this up for basically no reason. I want to play... I want to play Wraith form again. Just to extend it 1 turn. I know we're going to lose 2 decks. And then we'll just, honestly, keep you weak. Fair enough. Now, what do we retain? Choke. Choke's what allows us to kill him next turn. So we still get 1 turn of intangibility, which is what we wanted here. Bullet time. Choke. Choke. Now we're doing 6 damage per card. Minimum. He's dead. Okay, not the best fight, but at least we beat the 3rd boss. Now we'll see how things look. We do have a shop where we could buy probably 1 relic or remove 1 card. It's the least amount of HP I think we've ever had to make it this far. Honestly, I don't... None of these get that much better, but I guess we'll finally hit neutralize. It's a good sign when we don't have a good choice for an upgrade, to be honest, because it means that we've upgraded a lot. I think another blur is insanely important. Apart from that, I think we could get away with removing another basic strike, and then, you know, that's a pretty efficient use of our gold. No need to buy potions, because we can't have them anyway. Now, this fight, it can start you off on the wrong foot. We definitely want to play After Image. Infinite Blades. Straight up, I know it's slow, but a blur to roll over like 18 block for the next turn is got me feeling good. Plus we get the extra energy out of Art of War. So turns out it will be useful exactly 1 time. Alright. Probably want to stay focused this way. But we know it's going to be this and this. This exhausts. So I think I would like... In this case, we're not going to play Bouncing Flask. So we'll play Survivor and dump it just to give us more block, because it's doing great work for us with Blur here. We will try Distraction. I mean, Burst is more block. We might as well toss it. It was more damage as well. So we get to 74 block, which is really nice. We get to roll 40 over. Obviously, we'd like to pivot this way if possible, and it's highly possible. It's a situation where we'd probably prefer to keep Choke. Certainly, we want to play Finisher. I think on top of Finisher, we'll play a setup and get Choke for free next turn. And you're actually dead. That's amazing. I'm starting to believe, dude. 14 damage? That's hilarious. That's like 0. Alright, well, apparently we built a deck that's extremely good at taking these guys out. Who would have thought? Thank God. I mean, Riddle with Holes doesn't quite kill you. Actually, it does, though, because you're going to Caltrops yourself. Wow, okay, well, both Blue Candle and Gremlin Horn are... Everything we got there was useless. But it's the thought that counts. Okay, so remember, there's some very important stuff here. We're going to start by playing a backflip that allows us to play After Image. We can play combos against this guy, so it's great. I would like to play our other backflip before Bullet Time. We can't. So we will play Bullet Time so we get maximum like strength gain here. Infinite Blades, obviously huge. We're hoping for, I don't know, prepared at least as a card. But what we're hoping for, really... Is there any reason not to play these? There's a good reason to play them. We can get the 3 skills played, but... Tingsha, I guess. I was hoping for a concentrate. That would have helped out a lot. Alright, so... We gotta get to 36 block. That strikes me as a little unlikely, but we'll try nonetheless. Obviously, we want to blur early. Slowly but surely. We're starting to get there, right? Okay, well, would you rather play a finisher for 30, which will lead to you taking a little bit of damage, or a cloak and dagger? Like, the thing is, on cloak and dagger, you probably take no damage. You're going to gain 1 strength either way. Dude, I want to keep my block as high as possible. This will take us to 20 plus 2. I know, I still don't think we're going to get to 24, though. Like, if I play it forward in my head, I'm like, okay, 4 block, that takes us to 20. It would actually be 21, and then 22, 20. We'd lose 1. Straight up, I think this is the right call. We're actually only going to be at 20 because of the fact that, that's right, we lose 1 block every time we play a card. So we're actually going to lose 2 plated. Yeah. Still, that was okay. He took a bunch of damage as well. Now this turn is horrible. Yeah, this is a real bad one. 8 HP. Let's go, boys! I never had a choice. Still got 248 damage to go on this turn, huh? I mean, I don't feel like an unupgraded 1,000 cuts is really worth that much, but... What do I know? I don't know, maybe another Caltrops. Oh, we didn't even have Caltrops active last time. Okay, fine. I know it's not a strength gain, but we'll do it anyway. So he's buffing himself. He's doing 36 damage again. This is not a horrible turn for us. Please, my friend. I do think about Envenom here, but I also think we're going to have to play our blocks. So... Survivor dumping a wound is a pretty good start. Do we care about playing anything else here? Like, I don't think dodge and roll is that good. I'd rather calculate a gamble, get a brand new hand. Like, I'm stunned, but we're still gonna take 4 damage. That's half our life. Can we get to 31 block? In theory, anything is possible. Now it's looking impossible. Why that? Well, I thought maybe we could get a... We could, you know, I don't know, draw an escape plan. We're going to die, no matter what. But it was fun while it lasted. That was a good run. Ran a little tight at the end. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. And follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified when we go live in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya.